Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Panda Knows Linguistics. I'm your host Jack Mao. How's everybody doing in this COVID-19 time? Oh my god, I quarantined myself at home, so hopefully you are doing the same. But there's no reason to feel down. Let's keep our spirit high and learn some linguistics and languages. And thanks for hanging out with me, I really appreciate it. Let's switch some gears today. Instead of Chinese, let's talk about some Japanese. So specifically, we're gonna have an overview of Japanese verbs. So like a lot of languages who has verb conjugations or changes, Japanese is the same. So we will have dictionary form and conjugated forms. So what is a dictionary form? It is like the core basic forms that you look up in the dictionary. For example, in English, we have a word take, right? And then this is our bare dictionary form. It's just nothing fancy about it. But in our daily lives and in every sentence, we change the form of the word take into different forms to fulfill the needs of communication. So for example, taking, taken, is taking, has taken, was taking, a lot of them. Takes, right? So there are a lot of forms of the verb to take. So same thing in Japanese, we will start everything in a bare minimum, the dictionary form, and then we're gonna change into different kinds of forms. So for the dictionary form, in modern Japanese, it's super easy. Why I say that? Because there are finite number of things you can end a verb with in Japanese. Not Chinese. I'm not talking about Chinese today. So specifically, they only can end in the vowel u. So in modern Japanese, any verb, one verb only can end in the following hiragana: u, ku, gu, su, tsu, nu, bu, mu, and lu. And that's it. Any verb in Japanese has to end in one of these. So that's very easy to begin with, right? So the second concept is Japanese verbs, depending on what it ends with, can be put into two baskets. One is called godan verb, which in English we call U-Verbs. Another one can be categorized as ichidan verb, which is RU-Verbs. So why they are different? Because they have different conjugation or change patterns when they change into the most common polite form, Masu Form. So, how do we know which one is which? Super simple. If it doesn't end in lu, let's put them into the U verb. But if it ends in lu, then we have to either learn some other tricks or consult a dictionary to know whether it belongs to U verb or lu verb. Because a batch of the verbs that ends in lu belong to the U verbs and the rest of them belong to the lu verbs. So, if we learned, okay, this one is a U verb, so what? How do we change into Masu form? Very simple. So first we need to know what is a Masu form. So Masu form is a polite, well, neutrally polite, not super polite, but one notch above the dictionary form to be polite. So in Japanese, actually, verb changes according to politeness, not really changing into like European languages like Spanish, future and conditional, and we don't have that in Japanese, but we have politeness. So if you talk to a friend, you can totally use dictionary form. But if you talk with someone who's not too close to you, or first time meet, or your boss, the chances are they'll get offended if you are not conjugate your verb into the Masu form. So how does a U verb change into Masu form? I call it the sliding rule. Super easy. So we look at the ending of a verb, a dictionary form of a verb. For example, this word, au, to meet. Then we recite the entire line, the 5 hiragana that contains the u. A, I, U, E, O, correct? Then we slide to the left. So we change into I. So au becomes aimasu. Let's do another example. Asobu. Let's recite the 5 hiragana that contains bu. Ba, bi, bu, be, bo. And then we slide in to the left one. So it will be asobimasu. Asobimasu. Now you know everything about how to change any U-verbs into the Masu form. Isn't that easy? So if you think this is easy, the Lu verb is even easier. So for example, we have a word taberu, to eat. So all you need to do is, I call it the chopping rule. Chop off the Lu and replace it with mas. Tabemasu. Let's do another one. Okiru. Chop off the Lu. Okimasu. To get up. Isn't that easy? Great. So now you know how to change both Lu verb and U verbs into Masu form. And we have 2 exceptions in Japanese. They are special verbs, irregular verbs, but only 2. One is the verb to do, suru. The Masu form is shimasu. Another one is the verb to come, kuru. And the Masu form is kimasu. I think that's it. You learned how to change every verb from the dictionary form to Masu form. So in the next episode, I will tell you how to play some tricks on the verbs ending in lu, so we know how to categorize them into U verb and Lu verb, because that's one of the most headache ones for the Japanese speakers or Japanese learners. Okay, and that's all for today. If you like my teaching and you want to learn Japanese or Chinese with me, please click on my italki profile below, and let's set up an account, and we will meet online and we will learn Japanese or Chinese together. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. Okay, linguists, I will see you next time. Stay strong. Bye.